What's going on, Bud Mashers? I'm Mr. Gamer.
And I'm Kitty Duvall.
And welcome to SBR Reports episode 48. I guess I have an addiction now? But before we get into
What
that...
the fuck was that sound effect?
That was a questioning sound. That was an I'm not quite sure what's going on sound. But before we get into our main story, let's start light. Let's talk about something that we've all been wanting for the longest time. Pokemon Go finally has training.
Oh, I thought we were about to start talking about chocolate cake and cookie dough ice cream.
Okay, we can all have those things later. We're talking about something else now, Mr. Duvall.
Oh, you got me all hype and stuff, and you mean like Pokemon Go, but...
Unfortunately...
Oh, Nantic.
Unfortunately, Pokemon Go, which now has trading as of today...
Whoop, whoop.
Is only available for those that are level 40. Now, unfortunately as well, that's less than 85% of its whole player base. Now, you're probably asking yourself, okay, well, when am I going to get it? Well, they have mentioned, Niantic, that they're going to be slowly rolling out the feature, which is great because I know that a whole lot of people are going to want said feature. I know that a lot of people have been wanting trading since they first teased it way before raids and all that other sort of stuff.
Not to mention, it's not their first time that they've done this. Also, I think they're anticipating people re-downloading Pokemon Go to do this. So people who have been steady playing it, and by steady playing it, I mean getting a lot of time off to go and do this every day on their day off.
All right. So with this being said, we're just going to go through just kind of the quick and dirty of basically how the heck is Pokemon Go trading going to work? Well, first of all, you can't trade. Yes, you can't trade with just some strangers, though considering the feature is just now added, you'll be making a lot of new strange friends. On top of the fact that these friends also have levels. You increase your level with your friends when you fight in battles with them. On top of that, you need currency in order to trade Pokemon. You need Stardust. The example in the article is one trainer who has a Moltres trading an Articuno. Now, from what I can tell, both people need what seems to be 40,000 Stardust to get. Now, I've recently re-downloaded the game just to see what I've been missing. And they do have new ways for you to get things like Stardust, but nothing is... Unfortunately, that's not the huge grab. Now, you're probably asking yourself, okay, what can and can't I trade? Well... You can't trade what are considered powerful Pokemon more than once a day. Those are called special trades. And you only get one of those a day. Now, these are powerful legendary Pokemon like Lugia and Moltres and things like that. Basically, anything legendary. Now, the other thing that also means is that trading, for example, way back in the day of Pokemon Red and Blue, you can only trade with a link cable.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of the same way here. You got to be close to the person.
But what if I don't want to be close to the random man I read on Craigslist because he promised me an Articuno?
Well, why don't you become friends with him?
Because he has an Articuno.
Well, maybe you need to fix your Pokemon priorities. Now...
Oh, God, that just hit me. And this is a total sidebar, but can you imagine the Tinder dates? It's not really looking to hook up with anybody, but looking to add more friends and become close and perform close bonds so we can trade Pokemon.
It's not even, it's going to be looking for a hookup with Pokemon. Who got that?
Pokemon Go hookup is going to be a whole advert on Craigslist.
Advert? It's going to be an app.
Oh, God.
But let's get back into it. So, here's another thing that happens when you trade Pokemon. Unfortunately, there's not a guarantee that it'll get stronger because when you trade the Pokemon, it actually reassigns all of its stats. So, it could actually get weaker.
Oh, that sucks.
Right? Now, here's something that was kind of ridiculous. They say that the Pokemon that are traded get bonuses to their strength if they were caught a long distance away from you. So if Mr. Vaughn was in Australia and I'm in America, and then I go to Australia and we trade Pokemon, that Pokemon that I get will get an increase to their strength because it was caught such a long distance away from me. Now,
so that meant you literally traveled across the world searching far and wide. See what I did there?
I see exactly what you did there.
Another
new feature is that you can give gift baskets and you can leave them at Pokestops. And I suppose that this is a way to incentivize people playing together. It's kind of like what raids force people to do. Like it's really difficult for you to do a raid by yourself. Really difficult for you to hold a gym by yourself.
But what do the gift baskets include?
The gift baskets have what seems to be items like potions and revives and things like that almighty Stardust, and sometimes Pokemon eggs. Now, what it doesn't say is if it's going to have something that people are really going to use, like an incubator. But then again, I don't think they're going to give anything in these gift baskets that you would have to pay money for. They're not going to put the premium items in this gift basket.
I mean, Stardust is still important.
It is,
especially with this new trading thing.
Especially and this was just one example. Obviously, that's going to be the high end trading. I imagine that was an example of the special trading. But I am glad I'm not into it right now, because had I been closer to level 40, let's just say 36, 38, 39. If I was that close, and mind you, they do give you new ways for you to earn experience and things like that, but it's still a large gap from 39 to 40. Heck, it's a large gap from 35 to 36.
Dude, I think my character's still on level 10 because I stopped a long time ago.
So, I mean, this is great for the 15% of people who are level 40.
Yeah, so my 2-3 friends on Facebook.
Yeah, so they are, able to at least do something. So there's that. Now that we're talking about Stardust and how important it is and how that's the currency of Pokemon Go, now we get to segue into how Activision wants your money. And I mean, they really want your money. If they could, they would get $130 from you.
Disclaimer, Mr. Gamer might be going on a tangent.
I'm going to try not to, but I don't like this at all. So, there has been so much news and criticism about Call of Duty Black Ops 4. More specifically, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the Digital Deluxe Enhanced Edition. Which is $129.99 US. Yeah, mind you, this is US. $129.99.
Bitch better have my money, damn.
Now, here's... you probably want to know, okay, well, what exactly is this going to include? Because this seems to be a whole lot of stuff. So, the Digital Deluxe Edition includes the game, obviously. Okay. 2,400 Call of Duty points. Their game's currency for you just doing achievements and doing things in the game. You get the Black Ops Pass, which is #not a season pass. You get Classified, which is a zombies experience, which is available at launch. So day one, boom, zombies. You get 4 new additional all new zombie experiences or maps. 12 multiplayer maps, and 4 exclusive blackout characters.
But does it also come with a self-guarder for an ass wipe?
No, and here's another thing. It's not guaranteed to have all the DLC either.
That's a lot of money to be dropping on a non-technical guarantee.
Well, but see, I guess the way that they're viewing it is it's a season pass, and we have DLC for this season. If we release more DLC, that's not this season.
That's a lot of money for me to be dropping on a game. Wow. No.
Now, hold on. I want to be clear that I want to let them know everything that they're getting with this. Now, you're also be getting, if you pre-order the game, private beta access. And there are so many disclaimers in this one. Actual platform availability and launch dates are subject to change. Beta may begin on different dates for each platform. See callofduty.com/beta for more details. And for those of you who want to know exactly what I was talking about, where the DLC, the season pass may not hold all of the DLC, Black Ops Pass, BOP content is not final and is subject to change and may not include all downloadable content available for the game. BOP content may not be available in all countries, and pricing and release dates may vary by platform. BOP content should be downloaded from the in-game store only. Do not purchase separately or you will be charged again. BOP content may be sold separately. May be sold separately, which means that there is a possibility that you might be able to get just the DLC that you want without getting the pass, though they really, really want you to get the pass. More specifically, they want you to do it digitally. Do you want to know why? Because their profit margin just exponentially grows. They don't have to worry about I bought the game and then I didn't like it, so I'm going to go resell it or something like that. It's digital. Excuse me. It's digital. You own it for life. And a really popular, I would say he does more than just Call of Duty, but he mainly does Call of Duty. A YouTuber by the name of Driftdoor was actually able to go to E3 and he was able to speak with Activision representatives and play the game, and even he had some very harsh criticism about it. The first being that gamers don't want season passes anymore. Like,
they really don't.
And unfortunately, just a side note, the developer of Octopath Traveler was asked, are there going to be DLC in this game? And he said no, it's going to be a finished product. And,
he has my money.
And right? That's what we want. We don't want season passes. We don't want just package it all up and sell it to us.
DLC used to be this whole, oh, wow, this game was great, and hey, you know what? Let's expand on this story for you guys.
Or
Boom.
Something, like something. It would be nice, but
DLC is the Battle Royale, not the main game.
Now, to be fair, I do want to make sure that I at least get out what Activision has said on this. We are absolutely committed to supporting the entire community with a slew of free post-release content that will extend the Black Ops 4 experience with more new ways to play than ever done before. Now, that was one article which is on the website. That's one tiny little caveat.
No.
Hold on.
You can't say you're supporting the community by blatantly ignoring what the community is asking of you.
Well, I mean, they still want to make money, though. That's the thing. Like, they got to make their bank.
But you can't say, I'm for the community, and ignore what the community is talking about. Unless you're talking about your small community of the 1%ers in that community.
Oh my goodness.
That doesn't care.
Man, you must be really on top of it, because it really seems as if they're splitting it between people who paid and sort of
everybody else?
Yeah. You have your paid garden here, and then you have the fenced off area with the weeds and everything with the free-to-plays. And occasionally, the free-to-plays will get the DLC for a few times, tease them, tantalize them for a little bit, and then,
someone will throw a freaking donut over the fence, but oops, my golden donut.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this one. I'm not
so tired of gaming companies.
I'm more so tired of season passes. I'm really tired of it. Just give me everything, or in the sense of, for example, this was a golden age of DLC, Borderlands 2, give me a full complete thing and then add on to it.
Enhance it. Make it funner. Make me want to keep playing the game. Don't make me want to just buy the game and then wait until all the DLC drops so I can get the Game of the Year edition.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
When are we going to get the Game of the Year edition, or the remastered, or the redone, the rehashed, the whatever? Because then I'll play it, because then it's actually, worth it for me in the end.
I'm not paying $60 for 10% of a game.
I mean, remember, if you want the full thing,
Oh, I'm sorry. $129.99.
There we go.
Oh, God.
You know what? There is someone who could use $129.99.
I only got like $3.50 though.
Well, then I guess you'll have to give that over to GameStop because they need a buyer, which is it's fabulous in its own way because the CEO of not even a month.
3 months. They were CEO for 3 months.
They were CEO for 3 months. 3 months. And it's already like, yeah, okay, can we, can someone else take this? This ain't working.
And it's just, God.
And now, here's the thing. I understand that sometimes a company needs to kind of flow with the times. I remember back in the day when there was EA Games and GameStop. I remember back in the day when GameStop didn't have it where you would... I remember when GameStop weren't selling cell phones and tablets and trading cards and all that stuff.
I remember when there used to be a Borders.
Okay, Ms. Duvall, let's get back onto... It's only 90 kids, remember. Anyway, so you know what? Let's just go to the actual numbers. So, in the fiscal year of 2017, GameStop reported a net loss of $105.9 million. Now, here's the thing. Okay, while officials publicly continue to express optimism and point to the success of its ThinkGeek products division and game hardware sales, the company's bread and butter game software sales has been losing steam for some time now. And to be honest, I feel as if they're losing steam to Steam and PC gaming.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there. But I do, because there are some games where I can't wait for the PC port to come out, and then Steam Summer Sale, Steam Winter Sale, Steam sales, like, the developers are still getting their money.
I mean, it's not even about Steam. Like, it's beyond Steam and PCs. It's like people are buying everything online. People buy their hard copy games from companies like Amazon. Or if they're really feeling really scandalous, eBay. Ugh.
I guess if you want to risk it, but no, I can definitely see your point.
Like,
because if there was a proper like trade-in thing with Amazon, I would do that.
Dude, you bought your whole Persona 5 thing from Best Buy.
Ah, man, and I've loved that bundle ever since. I still for some reason do not have a use for that bag yet, but I will cosplay Joker and I will totally get that done.
Candid.
But moving on, on one side, it's unfortunate to see GameStop kind of fall. And I say that because is there anyone else who can kind of fill in those shoes? What, play and trade?
Now, you know that I know that you know that GameStop knows. They're just waiting on Amazon to look at them going,
I mean, let's see, Amazon bought Whole Foods, so I guess Amazon could buy GameStop.
GameStop is literally, they're like, oh, we're looking for a buyer, but they want Big Daddy. They want Big Daddy Amazon.
I mean, Amazon, they can't go wrong, and Amazon ain't getting any smaller. So,
Amazon's gotten to the point that they have pickup locations in brick and mortar stores. That's what kills me.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is not... I don't like GameStop, but I don't want GameStop as a company to go because physical game sales are still a thing. I like buying physical games because I know that there are some games where it's like, you are good enough to buy and to own for a while, but not to keep. For example, a lot of the games that I have, like, that I'll forever play on my Switch, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, The Binding of Isaac, and Splatoon 2, those are going to be forever games. I'm not going to return them. And unfortunately, this isn't... And unfortunately, me as a gamer, I know I'm not necessarily helping their plight at the moment. I'm not really...
the person that returns and kind of messes with their bottom line.
Yeah, well...
Someone that works in retail.
I guess we'll see where this goes, but you are correct that there has been a rise in digital sales, and
it's not just people buying digital copies, it's people buying their hard copies offline.
Yeah, where they're not going to stores and they're not even bothering with that. Just online, one-click checkout, bing, bang, boom, done.
That Prime.
Oh, boy. So now we get into the main story of tonight. The World Health Organization has finally defined what they are considering video game addiction.
I need them to redefine it.
I'm sorry, video game disorder addiction. So here is how, and I really have to try and, I saw this and I was like, first of all, I just read all the titles of the articles and I was just thinking to myself, why? Why is this? Why do we need to do this? This is not necessary at all. But let's talk about what exactly this is. So, under the 11th revision of the International Classification of Diseases, gaming disorder is as such. It is characterized by a pattern of persistent or recurring gaming behavior, digital or video gaming. I guess digital gaming could be video poker or something like that.
Makes sense.
Which may be online, i.e. over the internet, or offline, manifested by 1, an impaired control over gaming, e.g. onset, frequency, intensity, duration, termination, context. 2, increasing priority given to gaming to the extent that gaming takes precedent over other life interests and daily activities. And 3, continuation or escalation of gaming despite the occurrence of negative consequences. The behavior pattern is of sufficient severity to result in significant impairment in personal, family, social, educational, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. The pattern of gaming may be continuous or episodic and recurrent. The gaming behavior and other features are normally evident over a period of at least 12 months in order for a diagnosis to be assigned, although the required duration may be shortened if all diagnostic requirements are met and symptoms are severe. Now...
Okay. You know what? When I first was reading the things, I was all like, oh my god, everybody's addicted to gaming now. But hearing that, okay, maybe. I can see where they were going with this. Even though they're in charge of putting everything in there, I see what they are saying. And I'm thinking, and it was the words I was listening to as far as it's the same type of things when people are alcoholics or drug addictions and stuff.
And here's my problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not now, and unfortunately this isn't going to be pleasurable or nice. So as I was reading it, I was thinking of all the talks of mental health and how important that is to lots of people. And then I also think about all the unfortunate violent attacks that we've had in result of guns. And what I don't want is for further demonization of video games on top of now we can say that video games actually cause something.
So you feel like this is just going to be used as a scapegoat for more anti-video games from,
of course,
Family Matters,
because now now we could properly diagnose these troubled youth that are constantly playing those terribly dangerous games like Fortnite. You know how dangerous and how demonizing. You know that in order for you to properly build something, you first have to build a pentagram in the middle of Gusty Gorge. Because, that's your
imagination is amazing.
Thank you. But that's what I'm thinking of when I think of this. Just something else that you can blame. And the fact that it's incomplete. I don't think that that's proper. I mean, we had covered this before, back when Jack Thompson was talking about how that op-ed piece and whatever. I don't even remember what newspaper he was. He was writing his op-ed in. Referencing gaming addiction in the Journal of Professional Psychology.
Yes, and he was saying there are hundreds of articles to support my case, even though there aren't hundreds of articles to support your case.
And unfortunately, it's just...
And you can't cherry pick what you read.
And unfortunately, people do like to take, the facts that support their opinion and then move on. I'm worried that this is going to this is going to be a nothing issue that's going to explode into something unfortunate.
I think if they have something to describe it in Who, we're past nothing blown up into something. We're past that. We're way past that.
Okay. So I guess I was.
You're being diagnosed, sir. Markiplier's being diagnosed. Oh God.
Oh dear.
Oh goodness.
Every single gaming YouTuber. Because I mean, it's not as if
the completionist. Because you gotta put time into those games.
I mean, not only that, you gotta put time to complete those games. Like, okay, this is great. So in the event that I do actually end up in a loony bin, or someone puts a shock collar around my neck anytime I try to hold my Nintendo Switch, I hope that I will be in a position to let you button mashers know. But until then, I'm Mr. Gamer.
And I'm Kitty the Ball.
Signing off.